I could just ruin everybody you've ever met's life.
I could easily kill you from far away without you seeing me.
It doesn't matter.
No, but it gives him that athletic side. It gives him that athletic side, dude.
What's the plot, the story? What
Your
is
life,
the story
your
of
life.
No.
Yeah, but your life is...
How is he not getting this?
Welcome back to the NSFW podcast on Balls Up. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify, please do rate us 5 stars. It helps us out loads in the charts. I don't even know where we are, probably not particularly good.
The charts.
We'll get there. And if you're watching on YouTube, hello, make sure you hit that like button so we can also get on the suggested traffic. Anyway, Milad joins us today with Sav and Dave Horner, obviously. Now, Milad, last video, he was actually good on screen, but you've had some negative press since, mate, I'll be honest, within the Balls Up
you guys have
Nation.
made up this rumour that I told Bab not to come.
You basically did.
You did.
Yeah.
That's an absolute lie.
Bab
First of all,
on the
I
phone
never
to
got an
us.
invite from these guys ever again.
You liar.
My last performance was 2 months ago. These guys didn't invite me. These guys didn't invite John Bab, so they just made that.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
The whole thing actually lies at my doorstep.
Why?
Because Milad was going to get Bab in.
Yeah.
He was going to do it. And then me and you had a bit of a tiff.
Oh, yeah.
So we both walked off for the ump. That's why we didn't do it.
I called
What
back.
happened?
And it was my fault.
Yeah,
as well,
what
which
happened, I
apologise.
said to Dave, let's go KFC, and he was very adamant about going Burger King.
Well, here's me taking the
And
bullet
that's
for you.
Well, what I'll say,
I would never pick Burger King over KFC.
what I will say though is that I called John Bab, and he was meant to be coming in, and he said, I'm meant to be coming in, I'm literally going to leave my house, but I can't get hold of Milad.
Yeah, that's because
So
He's
all I
turned
will
his phone
say
off.
is
It's
really
'cause we
the
don't
reason
have
Bab didn't come in was because you didn't answer your phone,
Probably.
which isn't really good enough anyway. How's
Sorry,
everybody's
guys.
week's been, by the way?
we will get John in for you though, don't
Yeah,
worry.
how's everybody's week's been? Sav, you're very quiet in the corner, you're not in the best mood today.
No, I'm just sort of taking it all in. We
What
just
have
had a
you- what
nice,
have you been
lovely
doing?
argument off camera about
We did.
just stuff we won't go into. But I'm all good.
Great way
I'm
to
all
get
good.
built up.
What have you been doing this week?
Not a lot. Off the back of that Akin Fenway video, I've actually been quite quiet in the office recently. There's not been a lot going on. Plus, there is like one camera in the whole building, so
Yes.
not a lot of shooting going on either. So it's all been fantastic, basically.
But tomorrow we're doing something cool.
What? What are we doing tomorrow?
Oh yeah, Mob Kitchen.
We're filming with Mob Kitchen
Oh,
tomorrow, aren't we?
mad
Doing
thing.
a bit of cooking.
That's tomorrow on the day of shooting and recording, so
Yes,
it's not
so-
necessarily that it goes live, right?
No, but it should either have gone live or we'll be going live within a couple of days of us putting this out. So
Yeah, boy.
that would be pretty cool. Look out for that. Mob Kitchen. Go check them out on YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, man.
How's your week been, Mills?
Yeah, what have we been
It's
doing?
been good, man. Like, can't complain. Sunny, great weather, great people. And Joe just putting his stupid feet on the table.
What is hanging off your sock?
That's
like a
hair,
spider
no, it's
web.
Chloe's hair. She
How
has.
old are
Do
those
Do you know what
socks?
really annoys me?
are you doing?
This is
Look
one
at
of the
this
worst
side.
things about living with a girl, right?
This side.
Is that they shed hair like there's no tomorrow. Honestly, the amount of blonde hair on
Can you
my
climb off?
dark brown floor is outrageous.
Yeah, that's mad.
It infuriates me so much. Seriously, I get so angry about it.
Yeah. I tell you what's funny, even funnier than that is when you just see a weave lying there.
I've never
hilarious.
experienced it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, of
that
course
is.
you haven't.
I love you, Keena.
Oh, I mean, are you allowed to say that on camera?
What?
I don't know.
Well, just asked.
Leaving stuff lying about like that?
What?
Chloe will be angry for me saying about the hair. I already know it.
Well, black
Leave-
girls wear
leave the room
weave.
in a
It's just a known thing.
Yeah, but he wouldn't know about that. So.
I wouldn't,
That's
I've,
true,
I've,
yeah, you
I've
wouldn't.
never dated
Met
a
a
black
black
girl.
person.
You live with one though, don't you?
She has just moved in like a week ago though, so I've not exactly been in her room
Fair
looking for her weaves.
Ask her.
You've been through-
She's
Actually,
just moved.
I'm not
Hey,
sure
she's
that-
just moved in. So what a great conversation
Hey,
starter.
the first time he's going to see it, he's going to grab a knife from the kitchen and try to kill it, thinking it's a spider or something.
Why?
Spider or something.
Spider or something, yeah, big
She's
hairy
just
spider,
moved in.
innit?
First thing he says to her, tell me about your weaves.
Yeah.
Well, I've just come back from Exeter.
Oh yeah, you had a little weekend
A little
home, didn't
weekend back in Exeter with mother and father playing a bit of golf.
Bit of
innit?
dog in as
How
well.
was mother and father tea?
They're good. They're very good. Dog was good as well.
Almost went to
Went
the
out
subway.
on played a bit of golf. Went out on Saturday night. One of my friends. I've already showed you two. I haven't told you about this. One of my friends is he's made a sex tape, and it's gone viral on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's got 1.2 million views on Twitter.
Oh, it's the guy on your Snapchat. I mean, your Instagram.
Yeah. And he
What,
basically
you thought you recognised him?
No.
he's a he's a footballer, and he was on a tour in Miami or LA, somewhere like that in America, and has sex with a girl, and his other mate was in the room filming it, and over the top of it while he's in the room is doing Cheltenham Gold Cup commentary racing. It's like, and Reed Walsh coming down the back straight, like this, while we sat in the room with him, and the girl's like loving it. And my mate.
I think this is the first time this has ever
loving
been not safe for work.
It is very funny. You might well have seen it on Twitter if you haven't. I don't know.
You might want to check it out.
It's got
Give him a link.
Yeah, it's got like 20,000 views. No, 20,000 likes and retweets, 1.2 million views.
That is a mad thing.
But it is ridiculous. He just loves it. He just walks up to
So
girls
that's
in the club, and they go, "Oh, I saw your sex tape," and they're well on it. Seriously.
So that's what we've got to do to get views in.
That is what we got to do to get views.
Balls Up releases a porn video.
1.2 million views. Should we go on to our first news story of the week then?
I guess we should.
Go on then.
Is it me? Am I kicking us off?
Yeah.
It's a quick one. There have been trailers released this week for upcoming superhero films Aquaman and Shazam. Right? Aquaman looks pretty subpar.
What's the copyright on Shazam saying? Surely they're not happy.
His looks
What do you mean?
unbelievable.
What do you mean? What do I mean? How can you name it after an app?
Shazam. Oh my god, I'm done with this geezer.
The comic was
there way before.
the comic was
You
like a
stupid.
long.
How do
I had
you
a VHS of
How do you spell
Shazam.
it? Same way.
Same way, yeah.
Shazam.
As in Captain Marvel.
Surely the app's not happy about that. Search
app
traffic.
The app came second.
Shazam, it doesn't have a superhero where he listens to music and goes, by the way, that's the track.
What a power that'd be,
That's
though.
not the power he has.
Imagine
So
what
what
a
is his
power
power?
that'd be.
What is Shazam's power?
He's basically got everything.
Super
strength,
Pretty
he
much
can
super.
fly.
Yeah.
Can't fly. He can't.
He
He
can
can
basically
fly.
fly.
He can fly. He just
Um,
needs to learn how to use it.
Yeah, bulletproof.
This is all spoilers from the trailer.
Stat-proof.
Anyway,
He's
He's
got
active.
rubbish powers.
listen.
What do you
Just
mean?
the
How's that
point. This is
rubbish?
what we're getting onto because you're talking about powers. But so the trailer for that looks alright. But it's quite simple. I wanted to open up the forum. Superpowers. You can have anything.
Yeah,
What are you
there's
going for?
obviously only one winner.
Go on.
Because it is mind control, and anybody who says it's not mind control is
So
wrong.
mine, mine. It's.
I'm saying no.
I'd go telekinesis,
Stupid
which
idiot.
is controlling things with your mind.
No, that's rubbish.
Why?
'Cause
Because
it's
it's
mind
also
control.
it's also flight as well.
Mind
'cause
control,
you
you
can just
can do
control
what you
yourself
want.
to.
You don't care about flying. That's an effort. That's like I'd be like running, flying. You think if you run a mile, you get tired. You
but
fly a mile, you
seri-
get tired.
yeah, but-
if
Nah,
you've got
that's
mind
what I'm
control, I'll
saying.
go fly me over there, mate.
Who's going to fly you over there?
No,
Whoever I want
need,
to.
No, but you need. You
So
still
you
need the apparatus for flight, like a
So
plane. and
easy
everything.
to get.
No chance.
With mind control, I'll just walk into the world's biggest mansion and go, this is mine now.
How
And
have you
then
got there?
I just walk there.
Mate,
You'd
with mind
walk
control,
to
you
the. I'd
still
just
could
fly
fly
there because I pick myself up and move myself.
That's cool. How are you going to
And
get
it's
them
no
to give you the
effort,
house?
is it? It's
How are you
no
going to get them
effort.
to give you the house?
I've got telekinesis.
Listen,
I can pick them up and put them out of it,
No,
and then lock the
that's rubbish.
doors.
That's rubbish.
With yours would become boring
No, it
very
would
quick.
never become boring.
Controlling everyone's
you gotta know,
mind.
he's
I can see him, though, I can see him.
He's a sadistic man.
Yeah.
He will just
Exactly.
He'll get like
Exactly.
1,000 people to go to the Grand Canyon and just get them to kill themselves.
Well, I would never do
You
that.
would
That
probably
is
do that.
No,
ridiculous.
That's
no.
100% something
It's
he would
usually
do.
you'd put them in it and then make them fight.
Yeah.
There it is.
Like
Yeah,
ants,
even
and then we
more
watch down like
sadistic.
ants. But you could walk into like a house and just be like, this is mine now. And then walk up to a bus and go, drive me here. Walk up to it, like, you would never pay for anything. Walk into a bank
Why
and
would
go,
you want to do that, though?
Walk
Why
into a
would you
bank
go to
and
someone's
go,
house and
Sorry,
take it?
the best bit about this is
Walk into
you've
a
got
bank and
mind
go, give me a
control.
billion
You've got
billion
mind
dollars.
control. He's getting on a bus.
Literally, you could do anything you wanted. You want Man United to win the league? Okay, easy.
How, though?
Because
That would be so constant. You'd have to be on
It'd
it.
be so easy. I just walk into the opposition's team's changing rooms before their game and go, yeah, you're going to lose this game.
That means you've got to travel so much.
It doesn't make
And who's going to let you in the back? Like,
He's mind
I'm
control.
mind control. I can do whatever and go wherever I want.
Whereas if I'm watching it on the TV with telekinesis, I can just watch it, get the ball in my head and go, move that over there.
No, but you can't control the people. I don't want to be sat there having to control a ball for 90 minutes. How
It
long
sounds
is
like
that?
you're
No,
very-
no, let the game go on. But as soon as a corner comes in, just go, bang. There, whatever.
It sounds like you're very insecure and just want to control Chloe.
What about you two?
That's what it sounds like.
What
to
about
me.
you two? Me and Joe are arguing over telekinesis and mind control. What would you go for?
Mine would be exact power as Magneto.
So just
Awful.
basically controlling magnet
Awful.
stuff, metal stuff.
But it's so much more than that.
Is it now?
Like,
How?
he can literally lift the earth.
He can lift metal.
Because of
We
the
can lift
magnetic.
Earth.
Yeah,
We can
because of
just
the
go-
magnetic.
What happens
that's
in
fantastic.
X-Men?
Any bullet comes in me, I'll just go.
What happens
turn
in
around,
X-Men?
Smashing Joe's head.
What if it was a wooden bullet?
That's where it goes wrong.
Yeah, see?
What happens
What
if I came
about
at you
that,
with
what
a
about that
ceramic
wooden
knife?
room where you
Huh?
keep sending me selfies?
What happens if I came at you with a ceramic knife?
Ceramic knife.
Ceramic knife.
Yeah, but then I'm kind of I need to-
Yes,
I need to
exactly.
fix
So
that.
Dave-
But I'd like
So
the
how about
power.
this
I'd
one
like
now?
the
So how
power.
about this one now? Time travel.
Terrible. Awful,
So I tell you
rubbish.
why. Let's say you come up with a ceramic knife, yeah, and you kill me. Let's go back in time and kill you first.
You
How about
can't
that?
because you're dead.
I'm not dead. I can go back in time.
So
You
basically,
can't
you want to
control
be.
time when you're not on the planet in the first place.
We're talking about superpowers.
Yes. So how are you going to control time when your bodily function is dead?
You see the knife enter, you don't die straight away, do you?
So not when you're dead then.
What are you talking about?
Well, if it was an instant
As he's
gunshot,
dying,
though,
as he's dying,
What
he's
if it was
going
a
back in
gunshot?
time.
Big man, have you watched?
If I put a shotgun to your head now,
would it be called Doctor Who? What? Where?
Have you watched Inhumans?
That was so much better than that got credit.
You haven't watched
That was
Inhumans,
quality.
right? So there's a fella in that, massive face tattoo, right? His power is that he gets killed, he can go back in time,
yeah.
see how it happened, and reverse it. That would be my power.
but it's pointless.
Why didn't you reverse the face tattoo?
Because face tattoo is wicked.
That's rubbish. That is rubbish though.
It's not.
Because you can only affect things that have already happened. You can't affect anything.
What do you mean I can't affect anything?
You can only affect.
If you've watched
things.
Inhumans, you would know the guy's a bad man as well.
Your superhero name would be like Hindsight.
I can
Yeah.
travel back in time.
But it doesn't make a difference.
I can travel back in time, bro.
Yeah, but surely you
can't
want to travel
affect things, though.
forward.
And do what?
Go
on.
see the future.
Yeah, go to the
I'm
future.
gonna get
see
to the
the
future
He went, "Go
eventually
on."
anyway.
Go on.
It's so
Go
rubbish.
see the future.
Go to the future, see who's invented the next Facebook, come back, invent it, billionaire.
But this
No,
is
no, no, but sorry, he said this the other day. He said this the other day about, if I had time travel, I'd just go back and like make Apple. It was like, you wouldn't have the ability to make Apple. And he went, yeah, but I'll just hire the guy
See,
that
this
done
is
it.
the difference.
Why are you suddenly rich?
This is the difference. If I had mind control, I could invent Apple.
Yeah, but if I've got
No, you
telekinesis, I
couldn't
wouldn't need
invent
any
it
of that.
yourself. You would make
you could
somebody else
get him to
invent
sign
it.
off
But
to
then
you.
I would just go, give it to me.
Yeah, but that's not you inventing
I
it,
go,
is
give
it?
it to me, and then kill yourself. Bang. See,
See
this
what?
is what I
That's
mean.
sadistic.
That is dark.
You've all watched
But,
Jessica
how,
Jones.
but how quick?
yeah,
Was it,
yeah.
yeah, you
The
want to be
reason Kilgrave
Kilgrave
is the strongest superhero ever, if he wants to be, because he could just walk up to the man with time travel and go, "You're never time traveling again. Done.
Technically, he's
fantastic.
also a time
What about
traveler,
that-
wasn't he? 'Cause he was
What about
Doctor
that fella?
You're never using your metal power again. Done."
But what you're trying to say is,
It'd
what
walk up to
power is
me.
overpowered, right? Like you're going with
OP.
overpowered.
Mine's
But what
OP.
I'm saying, what my favourite power would be is Magneto power.
You'd walk up to me.
Growing up,
Oh,
Magneto
wow,
power
yeah.
is the
I'm going to curve a bit of metal. What are you? Literally, what are you?
You'd
A
walk up-
blacksmith.
You'd walk up to me. You'd walk up to me, and I'd just straight at me and just fling you.
You're a blacksmith. I don't care, because I would just, from a distance, I would just go, yeah, you're never using
So
your
what's
power
the
again.
distance? What's the
What's your
then?
distance?
I'll Skype you, mate.
What's your distance?
I'll
What's your
Skype
distance?
you, and I'll go, never using your power again.
I'll just cut off the internet connection.
Well, you can do that. I'll have somebody deliver my message to you.
Do you
So I
know-
don't have
you-
anybody
And
do
I'll
anything.
just get rid of them as
And
well.
here's another
They
thing I could
wouldn't have
do. I
anything,
could
would
just ruin everybody you've ever met's life. I could just
I
go,
could easily kill you, though. You know that, right? I could easily kill you from far away without you seeing me because I control metal. Like,
So
I
you
could
just take the
send
iron out of
them
your blood.
so
I'm
your
just dead.
so your power is murder.
No, I said.
Sorry,
I could.
yours has only been murder.
Mine hasn't just been murder. Mine's been influence.
No, it hasn't.
I'm
It's
the
been-
president of the USA in a week.
Yours.
So you don't understand.
My power.
Why would that be what you'd go for?
Let's just have a bit of fun for a week and then just go, yeah, forget about me, and then just be off. I'm the president of Man United for a week.
Just
do you know what I
becoming
mean?
president.
I could literally go and do what I want to. I want to be a centre mid for Man United for a season.
Yeah, but you're
Okay,
still
easy.
shit, though.
No, because
Who
I'll
are you gonna
score
convince that you're a
1,000
good
goals.
player?
I'll go
How?
into the other team's dressing room. I'll go, let me score 100 goals in this game.
Let me.
When I'm dribbling, they're just moving out of my way, and I'll just keep scoring goals.
It's boring, then, isn't it? That's
Fixed, though, isn't
boring.
it? It's not going to be.
Yours
great,
is yours is terrible.
Because I'll be the top goal scorer for Man United in 3 seasons. Then I'll just go, yeah, I'm bored of football now.
But that's boring, though, isn't
Still
it?
in the record
'Cause
books,
you're just
baby.
moving out of your way.
His power is
All right,
so overpowered.
I'll tell you what though, just so we can move on from this.
Yeah.
Those 4, Georgia, what's the best?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wasn't listening.
Out of
Georgia.
those 4,
Don't worry
time
about it.
travel,
We'll put a poll
metal
on
control,
YouTube. We'll put a poll on
telekinesis, and
YouTube,
mind control.
But it is obviously
Don't call it
mind
metal
control.
control. It's Magneto. The same power as Magneto has.
It's metal control.
Metal control sound makes it boring. Makes it like working a
That's what it is, though.
scrapyard.
You are. You'd have a job in a scrapyard in a week.
I'll take the metals, lads.
Metal control.
But you have to admit, my power is the most powerful.
Your power is overpowered. Your power is overpowered.
Yeah, but it's also you'd have no
It's
quality of
overpowered.
life. You'd have
I've
no
changed.
quality
You
of
have the
life.
best quality of
I
life.
might have
No,
changed
you
my
wouldn't.
one. I might have changed my one.
What's a mind control? shot?
Quicksilver's.
No, it's not bad, man.
Just being,
That power is
just being fast.
Super
decent,
fast.
man.
Because you can
Is
basically.
he as
that's
fast as the
basically
Flash?
time. But faster than the Flash. Way faster than the Flash. Quicksilver.
I don't know.
Yeah, he is. Come on, bro.
But the weird thing is that means he's your dad.
Is he? Well, yeah, a bit odd.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, that is a
crazy.
bit odd. Maybe I'll just stick with my time travel.
You changed
That's
and
time
chose to be his son then.
Yeah, you
that's odd.
chose to.
Oh, yeah, it's time travel.
All right, decent. So there you go. Let us know what superhero you would want.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
There is no better power than mind control.
Before
I'll
we
be
leave
serious,
this,
man.
though, the most overpowered superhero of all time,
Black
it's
Bolt. It's Black Bolt.
Was it Xavier? No,
Charles Xavier.
Dr. X's son.
Charles Xavier.
So there was a comic issue a long time ago about, I don't know, it was 70s or 80s.
Before the app Shazam?
Look, here he goes. This nerdy little man over here.
So this guy was the son of Dr. X, yeah? What he could think, if he thought Joe would turn into a molecule, Joe would turn into a molecule. So he was so overpowered, he only lasted two episodes, and they killed him because he was so overpowered.
Well, how did they kill him?
No, they just didn't write him anymore in the comics.
right.
See, that's how you get rid of him.
Who's Black Bolt?
That's how you get rid of him. Just stop writing about him.
So basically, Black Bolt's power. You know about Black Bolt, innit?
Yeah, Black Bolt.
So Black Bolt's power is his voice, right? It's essentially you'll probably explain this better than me, but essentially even if he breathes, like he'll kill you. Essentially, that's it.
Yeah, basically.
So let's say I'm Black Bolt, right? And you're like whoever you are. No,
I'm mind control.
White Bolt.
I'm
White
mind
Bolt.
control.
Yeah,
You're mind
White
control. If I went like that, you'd be dead.
But I would just go.
You'd be
Sorry,
dead.
your
though.
superhero name is Mind Control.
Megahead.
Straight to the point. Mine would be. Mine would be straight to the point because I would just go. Don't breathe again. Oh dear, dead.
Joe would be like,
Dead.
I can picture
By
Joe.
the time you've even started speaking, I'm breathing already.
I'm Skyping you, baby.
I'm Skyping you.
So if your breath kills everyone.
Yeah. I have to sign, if you've watched Inhumans, you would know this.
I know that's
No, but so I wasn't gonna make that joke. If your breath kills everyone, then just your existence means everyone's dead.
No, it means I have to
No,
continuously
you
sign
can't.
language.
You have the control
Yeah.
what you want to do with it.
But you need to breathe.
He has to
No,
do
no.
sign language.
No, he breathes out his. If you'd watched Inhumans, you would know this.
No, we haven't.
Exactly.
So you should be able
so,
to. If it's
yeah,
a good show,
well, I
you
just
should be
said
able
it.
to.
I
He
just
doesn't.
said
He
it.
doesn't kill automatically.
No.
Like he chooses who to kill and who
Yeah,
not to kill.
yeah.
He can also choose it for good.
How? What? I'm gonna knock that a wall?
Like
What's the
relax
point?
you or something like that.
What?
It's
If you're
wicked.
panicking, you're
Yeah.
like,
If you haven't watched
Oh,
Inhumans,
no,
go watch it. It's not amazing.
And then he
it's decent.
spoke to you, so you're dead anyway.
Ah,
You're
stupid.
relaxed though.
Doesn't make a difference because I'll just mind control him to do my
Mind
bidding
control
for
him.
Anyway,
us.
should we move on to
Look,
the
everyone, here comes mind control.
Yeah, but
should-
I'll
we
make
should do
every
that.
superhero do my bidding. That's the difference. You're all my bitches after a week.
brilliant.
See, that's the difference.
Here
Yeah, but
comes
you
Megahead.
Okay, right,
On
we're
that
done.
note, we should definitely move.
Talking of Megahead, KSI, is it Milk?
Hey!
Yeah, my story is an interesting one.
Is it? Right, slag mine off then. Cheers.
Super fight coming up. YouTube super fight coming up. You know about it. You know about it. You know about it. KSI versus Logan Paul.
Yeah, man.
And Deji, comedy short gamer, versus his brother. What's his name? Jake Paul.
Yeah.
So apparently they had a press conference in London. Well, they had a press conference in LA. The crowd were really hostile towards KSI and Deji, as you expect it. Deji and KSI actually looked pretty bad in that press conference. I'm not gonna lie,
they
they
come
looked pretty
across very
stupid.
well.
Some cringy stuff being said there. But then they came back to London, hometown baby, London City.
Hometown, baby.
London City.
London City, hometown, baby.
Hometown baby. And then the Paul brothers, and including Dad, got an absolute battering from the fans.
Yeah.
But
Dad.
they didn't do themselves a favour. They were calling the fans dumb. The dad was kicking off with the fans. Apparently the dad insulted a fan outside.
The dad's a nonce.
The dad apparently is a nonce, but I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not going into
On
it.
camera,
He
So
insulted.
I'm just saying before we go any further, just please be careful what you say.
on camera, he kisses. I think it's in a Jake Paul video.
It's a blindfold,
he
isn't it, when
kisses
he
a
was
blindfolded
blindfolded,
girl
yeah.
that is like Jake Paul, Logan Paul's age.
we don't
Okay.
actually know how
If
old
that
she
girl
is.
is of legal age,
Yeah.
he's not a nonce.
Well, it's a nonce.
You don't have to. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it at all. It's a pervy thing to do.
Yeah.
But it's not a nonce.
Well, he's an inverted commas nonce.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on from that because this is getting heavy. This is getting heavy.
nonce and Jace.
Yeah.
So he apparently assaulted a fan, and then you actually
He assaulted a fan?
He assaulted a fan first. Well,
Yeah.
Deji claims
Insulted
that.
or assaulted?
Assaulted.
Wow.
A fan. Deji claims this happened, and the fan must have come back and punched him back of his head as he was running down the street. I don't know why he was running down the street, and now Deji's getting sued by the Jake Paul team.
Yeah.
Because apparently they're saying that he provoked
Incited the
his
violence.
fans to attack the Pauls.
Dad.
That's ridiculous.
That's
It's a
ridiculous.
nonsense.
This has got proper.
I don't know whether they're actually going to be able to sue him. I watched a little bit of Johnny Nelson's
Yeah, face off.
face-off rip-off, and it was like cringy. Put it that way.
It was very
like comedy
cringy,
shorts
yeah.
gamer. He is.
He's lost the battle already.
He's just a little. He's a little bit tragic.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? He's a little bit like.
Part of me thinks he's gonna bang him out though.
No way.
Shall I tell you why?
No chance.
Everyone thought Joe Weller was gonna smoke KSI.
I didn't.
The majority of people did, right? You never know what happens behind closed doors.
True.
You never know.
don't.
So maybe Jake Paul will just.
But the
destroy him.
videos I've seen of Deji sparring.
It does look a little bit worrying, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, but maybe he's putting out there.
He looks like one of them NES machines. You know the ones you used to pop the things in?
When is it?
mate.
When is the?
August.
The what?
24th, is it? I think it might be bank holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Why don't we
It's gonna
live
be huge,
stream
dude.
watch
It's
it?
going to be absolutely
Because I'm
huge.
going SW4 and I'm going to be absolutely rattled.
Even great. We'll get you back here afterwards.
Absolutely no chance. But it will be big. They've sold out Manchester Arena now?
Yeah, Manchester Arena.
What is that, 40,000?
That's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people,
boy.
yeah, so I think it's 32k.
It's a lot of people.
32,000. That
That's
is a massive
mad,
amount.
man.
Does anyone know any kind of idea on the purse each of them are getting?
Well,
I think it's 50-50. I think they had a massive.
$6.99 to watch the fight, innit?
It's on pay-per-view.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
$6.99 to watch the fight on
pay-per-view,
YouTube
$6.99.
Premium.
I think, yeah, I recommended that then. 695.
Yeah, Millad originally recommended this idea that somebody.
It's in touch.
Somebody,
pretty much.
basically-
yeah, we'll say it for him because he won't.
Go on, yeah. Basically, Millad said that a major broadcaster in the UK he recommended to them that they should take up the rights to KSI versus Joe Weller, and they said, nah, it's a silly idea.
Actually followed it up with that. Off the back of this, there will be a bigger, more international one as well. You called that as well.
Yeah, and there is obviously now, and they've sold it probably for a lot of money to YouTube.
A lot of money, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely huge, man.
But it was a very good idea, mate.
It was.
Very good idea.
Well
It was a
done.
wicked idea.
Thank
It was. But yeah, who do you think is going to win then? Logan or KSI?
I am going to go for KSI.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to say.
I think. Go on.
I'm going to say victory for both the Paul brothers.
Serious?
Yeah, same.
I think Jake will
Same.
beat Deji,
Jake's gonna smoke Deji.
but I think
Sadly.
KSI will beat Logan. I think KSI. I don't think it's going to be a good quality boxing fight. I think people are
think
silly
you'd
to
be
think
surprised.
that.
I
Oh,
think-
I'm a big wrestler. It doesn't matter.
No, but
no
it
one
gives him
cares.
that athletic
It
side.
doesn't matter,
It gives him
bro.
that
It doesn't.
athletic
I don't
side,
care.
dude.
I don't
and
care.
it's not like he's well known to
Me
the gyms
and you.
in
Listen,
Vegas.
listen.
But the thing
With
is,
everyone
Mills,
in this room.
the biggest wrestlers that you watch in like a UFC or whatever, if you put them in a boxing ring,
That's what I'm trying to explain to you, bruv.
KSI's not a boxer.
But he has more
No, but
boxing
he's got
knowledge.
more
Doesn't
boxing-
though.
he's
He
got-
doesn't.
he's got
Like,
more-
there's a lot of rumors in Vegas that Logan used to train with Mayweather all the time.
Oh, that's fantastic.
There's a lot of
That's
all the
rumours.
time.
All right, the one thing I will say is that in a one-on-one athletic combat scenario,
Logan Paul is more athletic.
I know.
100%.
but he is used to, it doesn't matter whether it's fighting or wrestling because neither of them are boxers and neither of them are good.
Right.
No.
So in a one-on-one athletic combat scenario, the experience of being involved in a physical combat scenario in front of a crowd, one-on-one helps. And Logan has massive amounts more than
100%
KSI.
more
Yeah.
experience in competition.
Personally, I think KSI's going to take it. I don't know why.
I think KSI's winning.
I feel like he
100%.
wins.
And I not
agree
just
to
I
disagree.
think not that I think he's going to win. I want him to win.
I want
actually
him to
don't
win.
want
I
Logan
want
Paul
him
to
to
win.
win. I do
want
not want
KSI
the Paul
to
to
win,
win. I'm just predicting a win because I feel like first of all, Deji is not even training. Apparently, he got kicked out the side of the house.
Logan Paul
Then he
look-
got dropped by the trainer as
Yeah.
well. Apparently, these are rumours. I don't actually know the.
Deji will pull out the fight. before he
Tenner on
starts.
it?
Nah.
I'll put a 10 on
Too
it.
much money.
I've got KSI, you got
I'll go.
Logan.
Yeah, Logan.
There you go.
Do you know what? Logan Paul looks like, I'm not betting with you. Logan Paul looks like a man who has never been punched in his face, right? I think as soon as he gets one lick in his jaw, he's going to be like, wow, that's never happened to me before.
That's when you see the first moment.
Like, I don't think
Not
he's ever
so
had
sure.
somebody punch him in his mug before.
Well, he must be sparring now, so he
Of
must be
course,
getting
but it's
punched in the
different.
face.
Sparring, you really think that they're going to let Logan Paul be punched properly before a fight? Hands down, they will not.
No.
Well, it'll be wise for them to get tested.
Of course,
out.
it would be wise for them to, but they're not going to. It's Logan Paul, bro. They're not professional boxers. Neither's KSI.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good one though.
It will be
Obviously, well, I won't be watching because I'll be rattled
I hope Deji
in
and
a field.
KSI wins. I hope they
Deji's
win,
definitely not winning.
But I can't see it. I
Can't see it. Nah,
Can't see
but
it.
you can watch that I think on YouTube Premium, right? Or
Yeah.
YouTube, like pay as you go,
Pay as
whatever
you
this
go,
new
yeah.
nonsense subscription service they've come
It's
out with.
going to be good, man. It's going to be a good event. It's good for YouTube.
It'll
man.
be
I
a
like
good
it.
event, and it shows so much growth as to where you can go with this as a video platform.
But where do you go now? This is
saying
the
that,
two biggest.
yeah,
the big.
I think
Where's
I
next?
think where you go next is a full card,
PewDiePie.
like a multi, multiple
But
fights.
there
at
are
that level.
there are a fair few big fights. Is Bazinga still fighting
Bazinga's fighting.
what's his
Eason
name?
Gibbs fighting some
Crompton
guy.
or Compton?
Also
Yeah.
take into account that there's they haven't done anything with MMA yet.
No, they haven't.
there's that
But
to it.
MMA
You know what's
is not
scary
as
though? As
big
a
as it.
boxing fan, I know you're a boxing fan as well. Like this is quite scary. The hype they're getting around fights, like world championship fights don't get the same hype. Nowhere near it. Like the last fight I remember being bigged up this much was probably Mayweather McGregor. Really, like this is the kind of same level. I'm not saying they're gonna produce the same. Joshua fight for sure, but that's in England kind of type of thing, isn't it? But like it's not. It's like grown so big. This YouTube thing is crazy. Man. It's crazy.
You can also say the same about some of the YouTube football stuff, though.
Yeah.
But I will say, I don't think they've
there yet,
impacted their sport.
That's what I'm trying to say. It hasn't got there yet.
Fair point. But I think that says more about the size of football as a sport as opposed to boxing.
True. Especially nowadays.
But well done to the guys though. Well done. They've done well though.
Yeah.
So?
Onto my story. Today we're talking about some technological stuff, right? And the advancements in technology. So I'm not sure exactly when it's going to be, but they've announced that they're releasing 5G fairly soon, which is going to replace 4G, right?
5G. How about they get 3G, right? Because I'm still on that bastard.
What does it offer you, though?
So the implications of this are
I like that word.
more automobiles, right, which are going to be autonomous, which means they're self-driving, whatever. Now,
Transformers.
My question to you lot is, how comfortable would you be getting in one of them? No. Number one, you would never get in a self-driving car.
Not for the first 10 years of them being around.
What?
That's mental.
Or 5.
Because basically, what they're saying about this is, essentially, it's going to be 10 times stronger than 4G. But the problem with it is, they're going to have to set up really small masts everywhere where it's going to be, because it's not going to run on the same radio waves.
So that's not going to happen though, is it? For how long?
Not for a while, for like another year or so at least. But what they're saying is that it's not going to be able to reach through buildings and even rain, they're saying, if they don't...
You still want to get in that car?
If they don't
No, this is just 5G, bro.
If they don't set up the masts.
And 5G will give the connection for the car to be able to drive.
So,
But there's driverless cars now.
But what I think is that they're going to... But what I think they're going to be doing is setting it up in areas where, let's say like a built-up area in the city, that's going to be the only areas where you can be in those specific cars. Because otherwise there's not going to be the same range radio wave.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? Because you get to a certain point and be like, oh, I've got to get out and get back in the driver's seat now.
Well, they were very close to having a driverless car. Was it Uber or
And
Tesla?
then people started dying.
And one person died. I think one person was hit by the car and sadly died.
So
and
you're jumping in it from day one?
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah?
You know what it is, yeah? I like technology, I'm all behind, and I think this is fantastic going forward for human mankind. But one thing that worries me though...
Human mankind.
One thing that does worry me though, this takes people out of their jobs. Like, there's so many taxi drivers, so many Uber drivers.
That's what it is, bro.
Won't
That's
be
life.
able to work in 10 years' time. Like, what's going to happen?
Bro,
to
that's
industry?
life.
That's another thing.
That's life.
Yeah, but people...
Yeah, well, we say that's life, but...
Factory
like,
workers got put out when machines came in to replace them. 1,000 years ago, writers got put out of work.
Yeah, I know just because saying that that's life doesn't make it like a worry. It doesn't eliminate the worry.
But it
for
also makes jobs in other areas.
It also creates jobs in the roadside accident industry.
Brilliant.
But it also, you see what I mean? It also makes jobs, doesn't it? It also makes jobs.
Personally,
it takes away more jobs in it.
The reason I say I wouldn't be getting in it for, let's say, 5 years, if they said now they're there, is just, like you said, from the stuff you've seen of it happening, I just don't trust them yet. And
See,
I think, I'll be honest, because how do you feel? Would you be getting in it from day one? Because there's a clear divide here between 2 drivers and 2 not.
I definitely wouldn't get in it. Like,
See?
Not in the first year for sure. I would want to see what happens.
What if they did a test run for you with another person in the car, and you were like,
Yeah, because one test is one test.
And it's a test, so where's it going?
It's one test.
There'd be a lot if I get in it.
so would you get in a car, right? How about this? For
I wouldn't have it as my car. I'd do a test.
Yeah,
A driverless car, but you flick a switch and you can operate it as a regular car.
So basically exactly the same way as a hybrid works.
In a similar way to if you were to
an
put cruise
autopilot
control on.
Like, well, yeah, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You're not really driving, are you?
It's like an autopilot.
Do you know the only thing I'd say though is, so I've used like cruise control and stuff, and as much as it's great that you can kind of just sit back and let it do whatever, there's always this like level in your head of I trust myself more, where you want to take it because you don't trust it.
Yeah.
Plus it's reactions. It's like if I'm letting the car drive and I can come in whenever I want, I'm gonna be relaxed. if it's good at its thing. But something runs out in front of the car, which I know you got sensors, whatever. But if I was driving it, I would react quicker to get out of the way of that than if I had to first switch the car out and then react.
But what if they proved that the car reacted quicker than you?
The car would definitely react quicker than you.
I trust, me personally, I trust my human judgment more than the judgment of the most advanced machine.
The thing is, I disagree with you on that point because, like, for example,
because the code is written by one of us anyway.
I know, but you would trust, for example, a machine to embroider a top, like a logo, better than it would be able to be hand stitched, and it would do it quicker.
Yes.
Right? So, in this scenario, let's say a deer runs out in front of the car, it probably can sense that the deer's in the woods before it's even come out onto the road.
But the only other thing I'd say is, how many times in the past, let's just say like 5 years, have you heard stories about how mass shipments of cars have all had to be recalled because there's something messed up on them?
Exactly, which is why
it all comes, what it actually comes down to is I don't trust humans.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
The whole thing is made by
a human
to begin with, and I don't trust them. I wouldn't put my life in the hands of any random. I don't know this guy.
So here, let's.
But I know that I can drive. The other thing is I like driving. So
would you do a bungee jump?
That's the thing. That's the thing for me. Like the driving side of it, it's like it's well boring. Just
you can't drive.
No, but well boring just sitting there, and just waiting for someone.
But you can't drive.
I can drive. I don't have a license. It's a different story.
That one.
So what are you talking about then?
But you want to shift the gear. 1, 2, boom, clutch.
1, 2, and then the clutch.
1, 2, boom, clutch.
Only going in clutch for
You
third.
want something like that, man. You
what
want
is
something like that. Little handbrake turn, 360 and that.
Okay.
All that stuff.
Imagine though F1 being fully
How
automated
boring would that
cars.
be? How boring would that be?
That would be probably.
Yeah, it wouldn't work because there'd be no competitors.
Like,
Right, so
like
let me
literally,
ask you a
like people
question.
like Alonso will be keeping up with Hamilton because they don't have to try.
Let's go
Probably
deeper.
get more characters though.
Let's go into a deeper
Boring
level.
bastard.
Let's go into a deeper level, right? You don't trust human beings, right? And we make everything. Let's say there was AI that were making these things for us.
Nah.
Would you right? So this is my question to you. Would you be more comfortable with an artificial intelligence creating this technology, or a human being? Bearing in mind, we would have eradicated.
My human instinct has a fear of that.
Yeah.
So, right, which is why I've got to see this.
Yeah, but that's just programmed into you through
It's coming
movies.
to murk you up, man. I'm telling you. They're
Yeah.
coming to kill every single human being.
Yeah, but that's just programmed into you through movies.
Yeah.
You've watched The Matrix.
movies are real, dude.
I'm thinking iRobot.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not
Like,
even thinking that. I'm thinking
relax.
Ex Machina. You seen that?
Yeah.
Right.
It's scary. Dude.
Deadly film. It's a wicked film.
Scary.
That film. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
It's a good film. It's a good film. It's a good film. What I'm saying is, I would potentially feel more comfortable knowing that a human being had made something than an AI, just because of that fear. It's probably an irrational fear.
Okay, I'm going to throw something out there.
I just also think that we're very good at messing things up.
I'm going to throw something out there. Instead of wasting our energy, well, not wasting it, instead of putting our energy to come up with a driveless car, why don't we try to fix some diseases out there? Why don't we put some research into like diseases or like poverty and stuff like that? Like, we're wasting our time. That's not a big problem. Driverless cars is not the next thing humans need.
Can I just?
What we need is cure for cancer. It will cure for AIDS.
I've got the answer.
Cure for him as a person.
The person who is a expert in how to build an electronic car isn't probably an expert in like bacterial disease.
Oh, look at him coming up with a good points.
Yeah,
That's literally
so
it.
That's like you
It's the
saying.
point.
That's like you going to.
Everybody stop doing what you're doing
That's
and
like you
focus
going
on cancer.
going
What am I
to a
doing?
plumber and going, whoa, stop fixing that tap. Cancer's still out there.
Yeah.
Crack on.
Literally.
It's not
He
his
can't
job,
help,
is
can
it?
it?
It's
Okay,
not his job.
the silly one for me is space travel. Space travel's a dumb one for me. I don't understand why people want to see what's on Mars when this sort out our planet first.
Mate, it's a commercial space travel now. Nobody's still trying to get to Mars.
Big man, they
no
just
government.
sent a bloody drone to Mars to test water.
Yeah, because that might be a cure.
Fix the water on planet Earth.
What happens if that's a cure to cancer?
What do you mean? Oh yeah, let's go Mars and look at the water 2 meters below the surface and find the cure for cancer. Yeah, that's
You don't know
really
what
gonna-
you might find
No,
up there.
bruv.
They're
How are you
exploring.
gonna cure cancer on Mars, bro?
They're exploring.
I'm not agreeing with him.
How do I know it's on Mars? Yeah,
can't
cool,
eliminate it.
fantastic.
You can't
eliminate it.
I'll tell you what.
Of course we don't know.
I'll tell you that what the difference is that when the first person in the UK, like whoever it was that went exploring to find a new region, found something, you would have said the exact same thing in the UK. Why are we going over there? We could be finding things here.
No,
I think it was
I'm
Ross
not
Kemp.
saying that. We're on the same planet. That's fine. I'm talking about going how many miles away?
But that's no different to us to when the first bloke got in his little ship and went over there.
It is different, bro, because you're spending billions and billions of dollars on it. That's the difference.
But he was spending.
Are you telling me you don't want to see Ross Kemp on Mars?
Yes, that's what I'm telling you.
Do like a slow look at the camera and then walking away.
Big man,
slowly.
I'm with you on this. Listen, we're spending billions of dollars on space travel. You realise that? Billions.
Yeah.
Look.
So why are we not putting that into something better?
Because I'll tell you why. Before you say anything, because the industry of cancer and AIDS makes billions.
So sorry.
True.
I'll be honest.
True.
Now I'm going to get assassinated.
I understand you arguing these points, but the point you've just made is the answer. So like, it's sorted. These things are, but they make too much money.
But you're saying you have a problem with me having a problem with that.
With space travel, yeah, I do.
Exactly. That's why you're being an idiot.
Nothing wrong with space travel. There's nothing wrong with space travel.
There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think. I kind of like have to agree with you. There's nothing wrong with exploring other.
If we went out there and
if you're going to
find
spend billions of dollars on it, and it's a problem.
But like, yeah.
Plus, when would you class our world fixed?
It's not about fixing it. So, for example, right, according to scientists, I'm not going to go super deep in this because I'm not super knowledgeable on it.
Anytime somebody starts to according to scientists, you know you're not going to go super deep on it.
Any scientist.
You lot have all heard about global warming, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right? So, here we go.
It gets really hot, innit?
So I'm just going to get my Leonardo DiCaprio on right now, yeah?
Yeah.
According to people, yeah, the way if we continue on the trajectory that we're on, yeah, we will continuously
just
be
explain
killing
what
our
trajectory means to me.
We'll begin to kill our planet.
We're already killing our planet.
He tried to have such a serious point that was according to people.
Right.
Just people.
So my point is, let's say that's the case, right? Surely billions of dollars would be better spent putting it into things that are going to stop that or at least hinder it, right?
Yes, you are right.
Right.
But we all know the issues of the world we work in.
Because this guy's lost the plot.
Yeah, but he's ignorant though, isn't he?
But you can do both.
You can't do both.
You can do both. You can explore and
this is what the problem with British Empire was.
Go on.
You explored too far. You killed too many people.
Wow, what is happening here? Anyway, what are we?
5G done.
Let's get off of it. Let's get off of that anyway. Move on to the final one. We're going to talk now about who we would like to play us in a film about our life.
Yeah.
It's us and if ideas on the people around you.
Yeah, family members as well, people we know. Like Milad's obviously going to choose Weng Weng. Google him if you don't know who it is.
Weng Weng. Are you gonna like talk about like give her like a little tiny story about it and then put people in
What, a plot?
It? Yeah.
A plot?
I didn't think what is the plot of your
An
life?
autobiographical story of your life. Right. So someone that's played...
No, he means that what is the story though?
Yeah, what is the story?
Like you can have an arc, isn't it?
Yeah, autobiographical.
So for you, it'd be like you studying at Southampton Uni.
No, it'd be like autobiographical. So they are playing you throughout your whole life.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah? Not actually having to cast youth actors.
Yeah.
Kick us off.
Jaden Smith.
So
what I meant is, what's the plot, the story? What is the story
your
of your
life?
No.
Yeah, but your life is...
How is he not getting this? What
so
happened in your life? What's the story of this
so
film?
my story of my life, okay.
My God.
Alright, so me writing out the plot. So, growing up in Exeter, going to Southampton, coming to London.
You're going to need child access for that.
There's going to be bits and bobs in there. Obviously, university at Southampton, high school and college in Exeter, and then...
girlfriend and stuff like that.
Yeah, in London. So, 2 options to play me I would like to see potentially cast. Now, I hear a lot about Damien Lewis.
I was going to say the kid who plays Chesney in Coronation Street.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good.
Damien Lewis, I would not mind if he's absolutely
That's a good shout
quality
for you.
actor.
That is a good shout.
The one thing I will say,
Homeland.
the one thing I will say is not the biggest fan of his energy.
He's not energetic enough.
He's quite cool, isn't it? I would say I'm not cool.
Have you watched Billions?
No.
Interesting. He's got different kind of Daniel.
Who's your other option?
My other option is Steve-O from Jackass.
Okay, I can see that.
Why don't we just like do the Damien Lewis's head projected onto Steve-O?
Yeah, see that's not bad. Like Steve-O's energy, I'm 100% behind. Like I just let's ignore like the drug addiction and the drink addiction that he suffered from when he was younger. But like some of the stories about his life are mad.
Did he not have micropenis?
No, I don't think he's got a micropenis. I mean, if he has, then he is even more suited to me, isn't he? But what I will say about Steve-O, right, is there's a few stories about Steve-O when he was like growing up and stuff before he found Jackass that are actually unreal. Like, you know, he used to be a professional clown, and when he only went to college in America for like a short.
That's it. He should be
person to play you.
But you know, when he went to college in America, he only went for a couple of months. He got kicked out for dealing drugs. But when he was there, he if you haven't already listened to Joe Rogan's podcast with him, go and listen to that as well because it's really interesting. He used to have a party trick, right, where he could throw himself out of any window and survive.
That was it.
Wicked party trick, mate. And like on one of his like second month, or whatever, he just jumped off like a third floor balcony and broke both his legs. Mate, and apparently come back a hero, just a legend. What a party trick! Because like there's a certain way to fall because he did like stunt training and all that kind of stuff, and there's like a certain way to fall, and he like landed and obviously injured himself significantly. But he's got an insane life story, mate. And also his energy is just peak. I don't know if anybody follows his Instagram recently, but it's absolutely mad.
I love in that film that it's like a really serious plot, but at the end of every scene, he just jumps out of something else.
He just goes,
it's like another window, he just jumps out.
And he like the one from, what's it called? The one with Dwayne Johnson and...
the other guys.
The other guys.
Yeah, him and Samuel Jackson and stuff. That's a great film.
I just think
it's an underrated film.
I just think Steve-O's funny. Obviously, he's had some really like shitty stuff happen to him during his life. Yeah. But his energy's mad. Like any man who can have a portrait like that on his back tattoo, I just respect.
What about any other people, any other key characters in there?
So, my father, Robert Tomlinson. Who would play him? I'm looking at...
Phil Mitchell.
Why Phil Mitchell?
Have you ever seen Joe's dad?
Probably geezer.
He's got curly hair.
Is your dad not a geezer?
Curly hair.
I think like a geezer.
My mum, Helen Mirren.
That's a good shout.
I think my mum, Helen Mirren, suits quite well.
It's weird.
How old's Helen Mirren now?
I quite fancy Helen Mirren.
Oh,
so
Jesus
Right,
Christ.
Sarah.
My dad.
Joe's mum, very, very elegant lady.
My dad. I've got to think someone who is extremely pro Brexit.
Nick Farage.
Honestly.
Nick Farage.
Nigel, mate.
Nick Farage.
Nigel. No, I don't know.
You're thinking of Nick Griffin, who was the leader of the BNP.
See, I would have said before he sadly committed suicide. Who was the
Heath Ledger?
No. He was in Mousetrap. Mine's blanking here.
Mousetrap.
And
John Goodman.
No.
I think I know
What's his name, man?
I don't know the name of the
actor.
actor.
Really famous actor.
Committed suicide. When?
Who am I thinking of, Gigi? Really famous actor.
Wasn't listening again.
Committed suicide.
Gigi loves the podcast.
Legend. Everybody loves him.
I can't remember the
Everybody
guy's
loves him.
What are you talking about?
But I'll tell you who would be good, just quickly. Steve-O, Lee Evans for him.
Lee Evans is not a bad
Lee
shout
Evans
at all,
for me.
actually. Terrible
Really?
actor
I'm
though,
not
in films.
Super energetic.
Terrible actor in
not-
things.
I'm not. No.
That's what I thought he meant, but I was like, he would have said Sandy Lyle.
No.
Nathan
You
Lane?
talking about it?
Oh my God! Maybe he didn't commit suicide, but he definitely died like a couple years ago.
I'm not sure.
Robin Williams.
Oh, right.
Is it a Mousetrap?
I think so.
Flubber.
he's
So
not.
many other films you could have said.
Mousetrap. There's no Mousetrap.
No, he's not a Mousetrap. Lee Evans is a Mousetrap.
Mousetrap.
So yeah, I would potentially have Robin Williams.
There's literally like 30 films you could have said.
It's got 43% rated. Mousetrap.
He is in it though.
No,
No, he's not. Flubber. Like Mrs. Doubtfire.
the genie.
The genie in Aladdin.
Robbie Williams potentially for my dad, but
Fair
me,
enough,
I'll go Steve. Lee Evans potentially,
What about
but
Chloe?
Chloe Hinks.
Go on, careful here. This is.
You've got a scene with this young lady, so
Yeah, let's just think who potentially Chloe Hinks could be played by. You got to think though, because attractive, but quite like. Yeah, I'll go. Quite fiery behind the scenes.
Emma Stone.
no.
Also very funny.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
you
let's
were
just
gonna
go Margot because you know.
Margot.
Yeah, Margot.
Go on then, Dave. You then.
Steve-O, Margot, Robin Williams, and Helen Mirren.
What a cast that
That's
is!
a-
What a cast that
That's a wicked
is!
cast.
That's a good cast.
I don't. So
Someone massive.
someone massive, yeah,
Butterbean.
definitely.
Action
yeah.
Bronson.
Butterbean! That'd be quality!
My dad is Liam Neeson.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
actually, a lot of people say it actually looks like it, and my dad loves it. Tries to pretend he doesn't, but absolutely loves it. Except for the fact he thinks his name's Liam Nelson, so he gets that wrong all the time.
Liam Neeson, yeah.
My mum.
Just a quick one on Liam Neeson. Did anybody see him in Taken 3?
I haven't seen
haven't seen
Taken.
three.
What on earth is happened to Liam Neeson? He looks 80. There's a scene.
Don't talk about Dave Dad.
Slagging off my dad.
There's
now.
a scene where Liam Neeson jumps over a fence. They
Oh,
had
he-
to put 33 cuts in.
Yeah. It's
to get
mad.
to jumping
It's
over a
mad,
fence.
bro.
mate.
He climbed up a car. There's four
Oh,
cuts.
I've seen that.
There's
I've
four
seen
cuts.
that.
Yes,
Yes, I've
there's
seen
four
that.
cuts
Yeah.
of him getting up the car.
Yeah, it's honestly ridiculous.
And he jumps the fence. There's like 5 cuts over the fence.
And then I watched him in a film recently called The Commuter. Where
It's not the one on the plane, is it?
No, it's the one on the train where he basically
You know some
tries
shit
to.
films, don't you?
He's got a theme, hasn't he, Neeson?
Yeah,
Mousetrap,
Neeson.
Commuter.
Yeah. Anyway, he basically tries to stop or he gets told to kill someone for a bit of money. It's a very good film actually. It's a very
Yeah,
good
The
film.
Commuter.
Yeah, it's not like a blockbuster, but it's like
Right, decent.
it's a decent Neeson flick.
Okay. How about your mum then?
My mum, I don't know for my mum. I think, do you know what? If this actress was a bit younger, maybe I don't know, 5 or so years younger, and wasn't grey, so still had brunette hair, I'd probably go Julie Walters.
Oh, yes, I know
Julie
exactly who
Walters?
you mean. Yeah.
Because the weird thing is as well, is Julie Walters to me, since I was a kid, has always reminded me of one of my mum's sisters. So she must have a look that looks like my mum's family anyway. So I think Julie Walters would be a good shout for my mum.
Yeah.
I've got you. I know who you are.
Will come to me at the end because
No, you
don't.
Who are you?
Oh, it's Tom Hardy, mate. No, it's not. I
Tom
really
Hardy
can't
did
think.
put on a lot of weight at times.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, Tom Hardy in his
What are you
heyday.
doing with that?
It's Weng Weng, so you
You
know.
got Weng Weng,
This is
so
why the
it's only
Balls Up
fair
Nation
game.
don't like
And
you,
if
mate.
Weng Weng ain't available, we'll just get whoever played Knick Knack in James Bond. They can play you. My brother, I think Damian Lewis is actually a shout for my brother.
That's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout
Yeah,
from Joe.
Damian Lewis is a good shout for Joe.
Yeah, so that, and then just a string of young actresses, you know, beautiful looking women.
Yeah, just
No,
Endless.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, what have you got?
Jack Black, 100%.
what? Jack Black.
100%. Have you seen
That
him
is,
in
well,
this?
let's wait till we get to you.
Have you seen?
Jack Black.
Don't
Have you
give an
seen
opinion.
him? Have you seen him?
Give
You
your
know
opinion.
my opinions on Jack Black.
No, don't
In
give
this
your opinion.
No,
recent,
let's not talk
let's
about your
not get into
opinions on
that.
Jack
in this
Black.
recent film he does, yeah, the house with the clocks in the walls, right? He's grown a beard and all that. 100% Jack Black.
I
if
was
not
gonna-
Jack Black,
I
Danny
was-
Dyer.
I was going
Danny
Couple
Dyer
of
is good.
gazers on the scene, and that Jack mean?
I was just trying to think of a guy who was just fairly bearded and hairy.
I know what your line will be.
Do you know what?
Bronson,
I'll
innit?
take Action Bronson.
Yeah,
I know
he's,
what
yeah.
your line will be.
But he's ginger, don't he?
Go on, what would your line
Your
be?
line will, in the movie will be apples and pears.
I think you'll find that I've never ever once said that.
Bollocks! You work in a food market.
Yeah, no,
You always got apples, and here's some pears. Apples and pears.
Oh my god. Come on then, Mills. Who's playing
so
you?
who's playing you?
I thought about this.
Yeah.
I think the only person, apart from Weng Weng,
Mill, your one's definitely straight to
Joe
DVD,
Pesci.
isn't it?
Joe Pesci.
It's not a bad shout though.
That's a
Joe
good
Pesci.
It's
shout.
not a bad shout.
That's a good shout.
He's got that comedian side. He's got that killer side. You know about the killer side.
Yeah, cool.
And he's got funny.
I reckon Pacino could be a good shout for your
That's
dad.
not bad.
Pacino for my dad. I was going to say. I was going to say
Pacino's
Robert
good.
De Niro actually.
No, I reckon Pacino's
Pacino's a
more.
good shout for his dad, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, my dad. Like my mum, I'm struggling with.
Yeah?
Yeah, my mum, I'm struggling with. Who's like a proper strong woman, and like basically like.
Gal Gadot.
She's Israeli. That's,
That'd be great.
Can't do that.
It's Al Pacino.
Yeah,
and
definitely
Gal
can't do that. She's Israeli.
Basically.
Yaz can have Gal Gadot.
That is gold. That is gold.
That's a shout.
Who's the woman that plays Nanny McPhee?
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson's your mum. Emma Thompson playing. I like the idea if it just starts and it's never explained at all. But Al Pacino is married to Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
That's it. And they've got their son.
No, Joe Pesci's
Joe
married to Gal
Pesci.
Gadot.
Joe Pesci. No, because if it was going to be his mum, Al Pacino is married to Gal Gadot.
And Gal Gadot's Yaz.
Yeah, but if it was his mum,
Oh,
and
right.
Gal Gadot's son is Joe Pesci.
Oh, that's actually a good
Go on,
shout.
what would your plot line be then? What's your story?
My plotline will genuinely be my trip from Iran to England.
Go on then, you going to
Go
say
on
it
then.
or what?
It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
Mine would be
It's a long-
market stalls to balls up.
Yeah.
Marcus
It's a long
Balls
story
up with
from
America in
long
between.
story, but a lot of journey, a lot of like crazy stuff happened in the way.
Yeah.
Went to France. We're in prison actually.
Serious?
Weird as a kid.
You were in prison?
Well, there was like
couple
an
spin-offs.
airport. They kept us in an airport, and like
Not a
literally,
prison,
like,
in an airport.
It's not, but it's like a. You couldn't leave it. It was like a,
So
almost
you-
like
you were in
they
prison-
locked the
you were
doors.
imprisoned in an
They
airport.
locked the doors, and you spend your time with other people who
Wow.
are like refugees and stuff like that. and they were all like packed in one room,
That's
no
mad.
bed
So
or
we
nothing.
had a connecting flight.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That doesn't sound like a connecting. We're there for a week and a
Where
half.
was the airport?
A week and a half.
Where was the
week and a
airport?
So
half.
basically
In
Tom
France, in
Hanks in the
Paris.
terminal.
So you were coming from Iran to England.
No, we went to Cyprus and then from Cyprus to France.
How'd you get to Cyprus?
What do you mean?
How did you get
We
from
flew
Iran
from
to
Iran to
Cyprus?
Cyprus.
And then how am I meant to know he's on a plane?
Cyprus to
What do you
France.
think
flying.
goes on in Iran?
I don't know. There's boats and all sorts, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there is boats.
Trains?
It's just one
There is no
big,
boat connecting Iran to Cyprus.
It's
though.
one big
That's
road,
true. That's true.
Yeah.
and then they get on a boat.
There's no water connecting Cyprus and
So-
Iran.
so-
it's only connecting Russia and
Well,
Saudi
technically,
Arabia.
there's
So
water
what?
connecting
Hold on a
everything
sec.
in the world.
So they put you in a room and they locked the door.
Mate, it was mad. It was like a place where they kept immigrants and foreigners, well, who just like illegally, I guess, trying to get into the country.
Right.
But we somehow got thrown in there.
Right.
Me, my family, and we're just there, man. It was mad. It was
mad.
like
Joe Pesci would have got his way out,
like
mate.
every day, it was like waking up like next to some random people.
Yeah,
Joe
that's that
Pesci
sounds
is
mad.
such
Like
a shout.
eating food they gave us, they're like it was horrible prison food. You know what I mean? Like it was nasty, bro. But yeah, we came to England, man, and then we went to Rotherham. Big up Rotherham. Tehran to Rotherham. That'll be my story. It'd be my story.
That's a wicked name.
mad story.
Tehran to Rotherham
Yeah.
via Cyprus and Paris.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
a
good
madness.
story.
That's
Sav?
a madness. Well, obviously, for me, my mum is going to be Judi Dench.
That's a
Right.
good shout.
She's
She's very
Dench.
small,
Oh, yeah,
though. Your mum's quite a tall lady.
Yeah, but it's just that firiness. Don't care what you're
Yeah,
saying.
then she's mad.
Like, that's my mum, innit? Yeah.
She's got the short hair as well, though, isn't
She's
it?
got the short hair,
Yeah.
exactly. So I'm saying Judi Dench. A bit old, though. My mum's not that old. but
Killer in it, as M as well.
That's my thing with Julie Walters.
Yeah,
need
I was
to take
thinking-
10 years off her.
I was thinking, what's that woman who's in Mamma Mia? What's her name?
Julie Walters.
No.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep. That was another one I
That's
might.
a good shout.
Meryl Streep
Good
for the
shout.
Margie.
Strong woman.
I
Meryl
hate
Streep.
Mamma Mia. Oh, God, what an awful film.
Yeah, why?
It's not great.
Apparently the
It's
second
not
one's
great. Yaz is obsessed with that shit.
Mamma Mia.
Oh, gal.
Can't say
Gal
I've watched
Gadot.
it, to be fair. And then for the dad, I was going to say Al Heyman, but then I realised we've got to choose.
We've
We've got to choose-
Al Heyman is the promoter, boxing promoter. He's quality.
It's never been seen.
But,
He's quality.
do you know who, what about for you, for Clive? I've only seen one photo of Clive,
He's so high.
but I'm.
Big up Clive Medley out there.
Right, but I'm thinking.
If you know Clive Medley or you're related, get into the comments
Who's the
now.
geezer in? I don't think he's part of the Avengers, but he kind of wears black leather jackets.
Samuel L. Jackson.
No, not Samuel L. Jackson. No, not Samuel L. Jackson.
Nick Fury.
Oh, what's his name?
He's not in the Avengers and wears leather jackets.
Nah, not him. It's not him. He's like a bit thinner. He's very thin. Because that's what I thought when I saw Clive. I thought he's quite slight.
That's the point. He's now,
What are you
yeah.
talking about?
I can't think of his
Is he
name.
in the
It's gonna annoy
Avengers
me.
films?
It's going to annoy me.
Is
I
he in
don't
the
know
Marvel
whether he's in
Universe?
the Avengers films or not. He's just
you know what,
he's in
Chris
either.
Rock?
It might be in the. Nah, it's not Chris Rock. Not in the. I don't think he's in the MCU. He's in the other one. I think.
DC.
Yeah, but I just can't remember his name.
I genuinely think it's made
A
this up.
slim black fella.
Yeah.
What,
What's his
Cyborg?
name? No.
Cyborg's
Alright,
not
carry on.
slim,
Tell
bro.
me who you're going to be. I'm going to find out. I'm gonna
Will
do that.
Smith is who's playing me.
Of course.
What?
Will Smith, 100%. Smooth, suave,
Too
tall,
old, mate.
good looking. You know
Yeah,
what
why
I'm
is he
saying?
playing you?
Because of what I
Good
just
one.
said, innit? Yeah,
Good one.
yeah. So either him or potentially, yeah, Chadwick Boseman. You get me?
I
No.
think
Yeah.
it should be Rick Ross
No.
that plays you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Chadwick Boseman's too dark.
Yeah, well, yeah. True.
And
Denzel.
very cool.
Denzel.
What, in the older years?
Nah.
Like training day.
Denzel training day.
Training Day Denzel.
Not
I know, this is who I was thinking
Training
of.
Day Denzel. I think that's who.
King Kong.
Wesley
ain't got
Snipes
shit.
is who I was thinking of for your dad.
Blade, you're thinking
Blade.
of.
Blade.
How is he in the DC universe?
That's
He's not in
Blade.
all the Marvel.
Wesley
Blade.
Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley
I'm
Snipes
done, man,
is
I'm done.
Clive Medley,
I'm done.
and his son is Training Day Denzel Washington.
Yeah, that's quality. That's a madness.
Snipes and Judi
So I think,
Dench.
yeah.
I think you're more.
Really
You've got more of like a Luke Cage vibe. I don't know who
Nah,
played that guy.
No,
That's dead.
Dunno.
He's
That
built
guy's
in that.
built.
And
That
he's
guy's built.
and he's proper like
he's big
proper
guy.
dark.
No,
you
he's
know what I'm
like,
saying?
Denzel's not
that
bad.
guy's.
Denzel's not
No,
bad.
The
no.
guy from
Denzel
Luke
from
Cage
Training
is solid.
Day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sam's
Wesley
not
Snipes is
very, he?
definitely. Clive
And then
Medley.
for the missus, it's got to be either Jada Pinkett Smith, because she's, bro, I can't explain to you how gutty this girl is.
Is that-
She's on the next thing. So
What does that
Is
mean?
this-
Sorry,
is
I
this-
didn't
is
understand
that-
a word that just came out of your
Is
mouth.
that just because you're Will Smith in this as well? Though?
no, we've established I'm Denzel from Training Day.
Right.
Yeah, but
Right.
what did you just say a minute ago? So what? Scuddy. What does that mean?
Scuddy.
What did he say?
Gully.
I said gully. Let's say she's fiery, right?
okay.
So I'd say Jada Pinkett Smith.
Is she fiery, Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yeah.
She's fire.
I'm thinking more of a.
She's fire.
Go on.
I'm thinking more of a Michelle Obama.
She's not really an actor though. Is she?
Get out, man.
Does it have to? Oh yeah, it has to be an actress, doesn't it?
Literally, he's just naming the only black person he knows, you know.
Michelle Obama is playing Sakina.
She's quite tall as well, and Keena's like tiny.
Michelle Obama.
What?
Sakina, if you're watching, man, you can punch him.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
literally.
a wicked comparison. What are you talking
Joe's
about?
literally just got a hat of,
you
of
can't
black
find-
actors and actresses.
Do you know what? Do you know what will make you laugh?
Go on.
Look at the Google.
He googled black superheroes to find Wesley Snipes.
I couldn't remember his name. I swear.
I'll tell you who's gonna play me. Actually, I've got it. Michael J. White. That's gonna be my.
Who?
That's
You seriously think big of yourself, don't you?
100% Michael J. White.
My God.
100%.
Michael J.
Mate,
White.
just
Michael
stick
J.
with
White,
training
the guy with
day,
Black
Denzel.
Dynamite.
That is mad.
Yeah, Spawn. You
What?
seen
Who's
Spawn?
the geezer who played?
Spawn is the same universe as Blade.
Who's
Yeah.
Creed?
Oh, Michael B. Jordan. We got it. That's it. Finished.
Sorry, can we
Finished.
all just
Yeah,
get
Michael B.
off
Jordan.
Sam's dick?
I think Michael B. Jordan.
Michael B.
Will
Jordan.
Smith.
No, because it
Michael
makes more
B.
sense
Jordan.
timeline.
Denzel.
No, think about timeline. Think about the timeline, right? So we've got Wesley,
No one knows how old
Wesley
you are.
Snipes, yeah, and Meryl Streep have a kid. Yeah.
Wait, Sam could play Michael B. Jordan.
No, he's too dark.
What do you mean he's massive,
Let's
though?
go the other. Let's go the other.
He's too
Like
dark.
he's
No,
ripped.
so you've got
Wait,
Sam's
right?
Sam's a lot more
Like-
ripped than you.
100%.
You're like that.
Sam's a lot more.
Sam could
You want to talk about me? Hold on, stop.
Obaseki
You get your
is
fucking
Michael
Jack
B.
Black,
Jordan.
mate.
Michael B. Jordan, Obaseki, 100%.
That's
That's
what
not
I
a
said.
bad shout, yeah.
But
Yeah.
can we just take into consideration this guy's talking about weight?
Yeah, to be fair though, when I get in the elevator,
Butterbean's talking about
when I
weight.
get in the elevator
Jack
with you
Black.
two,
Jack
I get
Black's talking
scared.
about
Jack
weight.
Black, and you're wondering why I'm kicking off.
Lads, no, seriously though, when I get in the elevator with you two, I get scared.
Yeah, you do,
I
yeah.
feel like maximum weight is
Yeah,
like 300
I get scared you're going to
You know
fall through
we're
the
on camera,
floor.
so we could just.
Idiot. So
Who
yeah,
plays
that's...
Gaz, though.
You
Gal
play Gal
Gadot.
Gadot,
Gal
we
Gadot,
established
wait,
this.
Who's Gal Gadot? Is she fit?
Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman.
Oh yes.
Super Israeli as well.
Big up, Yaz.
Yeah, man.
I don't know how Gal Gadot's going to feel about some love scenes with Joe Pesci, though.
Yeah, that's a bit mad.
She'll be up.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci's too kind for you, bro. You're more of a Danny DeVito. Do you know what
It's
I'm saying?
Wang Wang.
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
Banging his
It's
heart.
Wang Wang.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I love
It's
that
not
show.
even a question, it's Wang Wang.
I reckon Mills is more of a Macaulay Culkin than Home Alone.
Why would you just discount? It's got to be Wang Wang. He's an actor.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
are
being
Wang Wang.
dude.
Yeah,
You are
Wang
being
Wang.
Wang
Yeah,
Wang.
it's
Wang
Wang
Wang.
Wang.
If you don't know who Wang Wang is, please do Google
Yeah.
him.
He's an actor from the Philippines.
Is he
see
definitely
how-
the Philippines?
Hilarious, man.
Yeah.
He's
Alright.
Google it now. It's
Fair
very
enough.
short.
So that'll be my cast
be
anyway. That would be my dad as who did I say my dad?
What your story be?
Your
though?
dad.
What your story be?
Yeah, what's your story?
So our story is
It's already in my search.
born in North London. Born and raised in North London. There's no journeys for me. I've just been in North London my whole life, really.
Filipino. And
You must have been on holiday a few times.
Well, yeah, but I haven't gone from Exeter to Southampton to London. I haven't spent extended periods of time outside of London.
We'll have to make some stuff up, but
Brilliant.
we'll have to make some stuff up about Savile.
So yeah, North London, born and bred, and then yeah, found my way to Mortimer Street eventually.
Mortimer Street, and then balls up in it.
Yeah,
There'll be this like slow moment in a Hammersmith office where
yeah.
Sav walks in and sees someone, and their lives will be changed forever.
Literally.
Yeah, and it will be
It's
Jack Black.
Black.
Yeah, there's Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
No, I'll take Action Bronson, man.
And then
Action Bronson
and then
decent.
Joe Pesci come.
When he had the beard though, not when he shaved.
Steve-O hanging off the ceiling.
Steve O.
You know, he's in the back. You just hear. he just jumps out
that
of the
window.
window.
Yeah.
Mills is also in shot technically, but
You just can't see him,
it's
believe
Just
it.
taking over the shot.
Mills just...
the
What we
possum.
actually want you guys to let us know is what height do you think Milad is in the comments below. We'd
no,
all
what
be interested
would
to
be
know.
your suggestions for who would play us for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't need to talk about Jackson because he's the guy who played Teabag in Prison Break.
Jackson is that. And who else is the most corporate man we can think of at the moment?
Corporate man.
Corporate. Jackson is being played by who's like Bezos. Something like that. Not even an actor, is he?
Ivan Gazidis.
Surely anyone in suit.
Ivan Gazidis.
Anyone in suit.
Anyone
Yeah,
in suit.
in suit. Not even pluralise the name of the show. Anyone in suit. Anyway, let us know who you think would play us in a film about our lives. For all 4 of us in the comments below. If you're listening on iTunes, you can DM us on Instagram, something like that. All of the handles are in the description of this podcast. So please do. Is that the end of the show, by the way?
Yeah, is that it? I don't know, mate. Is that it?
Yeah, mate. I think we've covered everything.
Pretty much covered everything. And we've also got other stuff to do, so that will be the end of this podcast. So please do rate us 5 stars on the podcast app. Leave a comment if you're watching on YouTube and hit that like button. Come over to YouTube if you are listening on podcast and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Goodbye.
See ya.
Peace.
Yeah, bye.
Thanks for having us.
Love you.